Hello, Munda. Welcome back. Technically, this is something. I wouldn't say it's something new. I just want to play some PvP. I know I've been whining about it for quite some time. Because, like, I don't think there is that many games that has PvP. Because if I go search, let's say, like Call of Duty, then there'll be like Call of Duty. I believe there's Call of Duty Warzone, and it's not something that I'm personally thinking. Because Call of Duty Warzone is just more of a battle royale,
Soldier, you have 120
and I'm more interested on trying PvP.
You would have 120 seconds left.
So that's just me. Welcome to the stream, guy. Please, please, please. Fuck. This is probably the only thing that I really dislike about it. It finds a game and it just says, you know what? Never mind. I'm crashing the party down the street. And I don't care if it's like, what's it called? I don't really care if it is, I'm drawing blank. God damn it. I don't care if it is like even like free for all or like any mode. I just want to play some PvP. Even though I'm probably trash at it, but I still want to, you know, do it. Cause I know I rant a lot about like games and whatnot, like so especially some games, but this is infuriating. Just the fact that in order for me to like get a game going, I gotta spend maybe like 4 or 5 tries before I get into a game. But anyways, that rant aside, if I probably going to do play something else at some point. Instead of trying oh, chetos. Instead of trying to go for, let's say, Warface, I probably, for my lack of better judgment, go for something like Planet Side 2. I just want to hop on a game. I may be sounding pathetic, honestly, but the struggle to find a game going in a console is just takes a long time, and on my personal opinion, I don't really want to wait half an hour just to find a game, you know? Because if I'm going to be spending like half an hour waiting for a game to happen, I might as well play something else. That's just me. I know I said I was going to stop ranting, but I keep continuing ranting. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so maybe Planet Side 2. If not, then I don't know what else. I don't want to play Overwatch. I feel like Overwatch is, I don't know, not really my type of game, in all honesty. God, bloody hell. I mean, it looks fun. At least Overwatch 1 was fun to me. I haven't played 2, mostly because it doesn't really pique my interest. What else? What's another game that is free to play? that has a PvP aspect. I swear, if I spend like half an hour trying to get into a game, I'm going to be upset. Planet 2, Overwatch 2. Honestly, I'd probably say I'm trying to. Well, it's not probably. It's more like I'm trying to avoid battle royale games, and it's not that I'm against it. I just don't think that the type of battle royale games in the things that I wanna like stream and have fun with. Like it can be fun, but it's mostly with people that you feel comfortable playing with. That's just my my 2 cents. Wait, what? Bruh. So like Fortnite and Call of Duty is probably out of the window for me. Or Warzone is out of the window for me. Not against it, just I don't really see the point of it because I feel like there's more what's it called stream sniping on those games, and they're also over like saturated in terms of like people like streaming games. And if in terms from what I've seen, is if you wanna like hit like I wouldn't say big in terms of streaming, then things like Fortnite, what else? Maybe Warzone. Games that has like a lot of streamers aren't really that good because it's just oversaturated. Everybody's like playing those games, so you'll be essentially at a disadvantage to find a game going, or I mean to get the viewership. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's technically like a lose situation in some aspect. Okay, team deathmatch. Might as well give this a try. Because for some reason I cannot find anything for Storm. And honestly, the training facility is just getting dull for me. I do it. I like the animation of loading of this gun. Please, please, please. Bloody hell, dude. This is what I was talking about last time. The main thing that upset me the most. Cause last time my stream was even my stream was crashing every time that I tried to play this game. And it happened twice before I just gave up and I went to PvE. And PvE was fun-ish at some degree, but I wouldn't say it was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing. This is extremely fun. Because you're essentially fighting against AI, and it was like whatever, I guess. So I'm not really against it. It's just, you know, something that it wasn't extremely fun, in my opinion. I like it. Oh, I didn't. God damn it, that was bad timing. I'm probably gonna change servers, maybe. Maybe that'll work. But once I Actually, think I have a better idea. That might potentially work. Potentially might work. And that's might be instead of going for the quick I wouldn't call it quick upload. I think it's more of a like a quick game. We like to allow to switch to other regions. I mean, I've been waiting to switch to other regions, honestly. For a quick minute, honestly.
You are not born a soldier, you die a soldier.
Okay, let's see this trash. You're about to leave. Matchmaking. Standard. This is gonna take ages. This is what I mean, like, this is probably another thing. The Rocky servers are like minimum, like a minimum players. Well, everything else is like heavily loaded.
Does the game offer country-specific servers?
I believe so. I believe that it does. But I could be wrong. I can probably look at that up actually, but I think it does. Surveyor. Begins. But I believe you can play with other people from different regions. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you, in all honesty. So that's my best guess on that. If I'm wrong, then I honestly will apologize. I honestly don't think I have
That or it's kinda late might be why it's hard to find a server.
That's probably why too. But normally when I search for games on this game, even on the weekend when I was trying to level up, I couldn't find a game, which kind of makes it difficult. That's my opinion. But then again, I was playing late at night, so that's on me. But you will expect like Saturday afternoon or even evening, there will be like play. Sorry about that. There'll be more like players playing around. God dang it. Not a really big fan of free for all, but hopefully I can load in. Hopefully, and hopefully I don't get kicked. Because if I get kicked, I feel like a little bit embarrassed. Like, oh hey, I got kicked. I don't know what to do. Like, the game doesn't want me to find a game, and the players doesn't want me to find a game either. I think it would be more funny, but it still be embarrassing for me. Funny but embarrassing. Dun, 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 dun. I probably. Um, let me think about this. I'm thinking maybe 3 weeks, maybe up to a month. I'm probably going to try something different. Because I'm probably going to keep grinding on Ghost Recon Wildlands, despite me being irritated at that game and wanting to take a break. But I really want to finish it because it's taking like a really long time to get that one done. But but maybe I'll probably say within 3 weeks or a month, I'll probably be getting Planet Side 2. See how the one goes through. If it is fun, that's fun. Yeah. Bruh, I barely joined the game. That is hilarious. That is funny. What I was saying. Oh yeah, I'll probably be giving Planet Side 2 a go. See how the game goes, how it feels, and if people are willing to play with me on that game, I mean that'll be cool. If not, that's totally fine. I can still stream it and whatnot. But at least I want to get into a match that I can play without being worried to either being not able to join to the game, being kicked, or the game crashing. So those are like my three main concerns about like when I technically stream. If the game crashes, then I guess that's on me. If I'm ready for that. If the game doesn't allow me to join like any public games, then I don't know what to do at that point. And if I get kicked, then that's probably because of my own ignorance, or because people doesn't really want outsiders to join their game. Because it has happened. Sometimes, like, I randomly hop into like some people's games, or used to do that.
That's kind of bad for a game that came out in 2013.
Yeah, it is. And I used to be an avid player on PC. It's really fun. I really enjoy the game. I love how they separate weapons based on classes. Same thing with gadgets. I now that I think about it, I sound a little bit of a hypocrite because I gave so much trash on Ghost Recon Breakpoint personally, because they separate things based on classes. But I'll admit, I sound like a hypocrite. But just like the aspect of this game kind of like make me love it, which I think was kind of fun and cool. Oh, jeez. But yeah, it's difficult to find a game. I think PC was like about the same at the back then, and you expect like the game to improve at some degree over the years, but I think the game started like falling down with like, I believe it was microtransactions and hackers. Like, I believe there was a lot of hackers back then, early in the days. I don't know about now. Also, the skills were stolen. That makes sense. And now the game is like a whole different thing. Like you get I don't know what's it even called. But I wouldn't say it's attachments.
You
Perks.
seem to be getting trashed by a bunch of PC players.
Yeah. Dude, I love PC players. I love PC players. They're fun. I used to play a lot of PC back when I had a better computer. Now my computer's trash. Dang. I'm getting trash on. Yo.
Is this an intensive game?
It's a gun game. In terms of intensive,
To run.
I wouldn't say it's like hard or like difficult. Like I make myself have a harder time because I have my HUD off. So everything that is on my screen is just me, my weapon, and that's about it. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. But the game is essentially it's like Call of Duty. Oh shit, that's it's fine. The game is essentially like Call of Duty back on the old good days from what I've heard. Because people keep comparing like Call of Duty to this game, or vice versa. And yeah, because I didn't really play Call of Duty like back on their like early ages. So probably some of my words might not be like accurate.
It's giving me more Battlefield vibes with the kill cam.
You might be right. But I honestly never play a Battlefield game. So I'm at a potential disadvantage on knowledge. Because Battlefield is something that I never played before. No, correction. I played the demo of Bad Company 2, I believe. And I never play like a full game. Shit, that kind of jumping. But the game is technically easy, it's fun. But it just became weird to me. Because certain aspects of the game just doesn't really make sense. Perk system doesn't make sense to me. Because like weapons are just weapons, you know. What else? Like the difference in weaponry, I think is kind of cool in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion. And the outfits also kind of make sense how depending how you play the game. Because my main thing back then was sniping. Like I really love sniping, and to be fair, I camp a lot. That's probably one of the downfalls of my playstyle. And mostly because the snipers, at least inside of my head, doesn't really make sense to like quick scope and all that kind of stuff. Wait, hurry up, plus the snipers. Come back, you're not coming back.
You're a very patient sniper. I see why you like Ghost Recon.
Honestly, my aim is trash. I think patience just sort of comes with certain degrees of personality. But Ghost Recon is like something that I don't want to say grew up with, but I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the compliment. Oh shit! I can probably see that. I can probably see that now that I think about it. I wouldn't know if I'm a patient person, but I appreciate it. I feel like my brain is stuck on that right now. Okay, that's 2. Oh, I saw it, but I didn't. My brain didn't distinguish the character for some reason. Wasn't expecting to see a bazooka.
I'm god awful at these small and big map movement shooters. That's why I like Ghost Recon.
I think I'm cool with like anything, some degree. I could be wrong. There are some games that I'm really trash at. No. Too heavy to reload. But hey, like it's fine if you're not good with certain aspects of games. I personally not a big fan of like really small maps. Personally. Because I don't know, it feels too tight, and for like sniping and whatnot, it just doesn't really feel good for me. Like open world games are fun, but I would probably say preferably I like sandbox, because they're big, but they're not too big, if that makes sense. Oh. But yeah, sandbox are a little bit more fun. I don't know if you have played Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, you got me on that one. But the map that they were using on that game felt perfect for me. Just my opinion. The map for Metal Gear Solid 5 was fun for me because it gives you like opportunities to approach the situation however you want, especially on the kind of equipment that you're getting. Like you can go stealth, you can go deadly, you can go loud, you can go what's the other one I'm looking for? I wouldn't say peacefully. I want to say Panther, but that's more of a Splinter Cell thing. Non-lethal, that's what I'm thinking about. So you can have the approach wherever you want on the game, and the game will still take it. And the map isn't like, oh hey, you have like things you gotta follow a specific road and things like that. I really hope that the next Ghost Recon has like a sandbox experience. That's just my opinion. Oh yeah, and if you're like probably like a starting player, the inventory is kind of meh.
I would definitely pick it up if I could. I never tried it when it came out.
I honestly would recommend it. I personally really enjoy it. I can't remember when exactly was it, but at some point in the game, you get the chance of no, it's not get a chance. At some point, you can start going non-lethal and backtrack on missions, which I think it was really fun. Because the more you get to do like one map, you have like your ideas on how to in and out of the sandbox. But I think my personal thing that I like the most out of it is the fact that depending what approach you are taking, the enemies are going to be conscious about it. So if you go taking like headshots all the time to the enemies, the enemies are going to start wearing like helmets and start upgrading their headgear as the game progresses. If you approach the missions at night all the time, then they'll be using more lights, more generators, and such and so forth.
So you have to sort of change your approach each time.
It makes you think for the approach that you want to have on the game, which I think is pretty neat.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, I really like it. Sadly, for Ghost Recon Breakpoints, I was hoping that something like that was the case, but that didn't happen. And yeah, it felt like a bummer to me because I was looking forward to the game, and then they say, "Oh no, we're going to be releasing the game as an online experience." I'm like, no. It just feels pointless for me to get a game like that. I did try the game, but overall the experience was like meh. No, it wasn't meh. Correction, the experience was good, but that was like probably I think the game came out in 2021. I could be wrong about the date, but the experience was fun because like they make so many changes on the game that it was fun for me. I met a couple of people there that I wish I could play a game with them. But I stopped playing Breakpoint. But probably at some point I would love to play with them. Personally. So, yeah. Seriously. Oh, that was nice.
With the surge of tactical shooters and people wanting stuff like Ready or Not, it could spell good luck for the next game.
Hopefully. I've seen like a lot of posts on what they want for the next Ghost Recon game. And people are like, we don't want that online experience. We don't want to be connected all the time. Shadows. We don't want to be connected all the time. We want more realism on the game. The gadgets was something that I kind of like. Like right now on my on my current playthrough of Wildlands, there are some things I'm like, I wish I could have this, or I wish there was this. But it's just me nitpicking because Breakpoint kind of spoiled me in certain aspects. So it's fun. I'm drawing blank for a second. I'm drawing blank for a second.
Ubisoft usually makes their yearly release connected in some way, so this year Mirage went back to its roots. I feel like Ghost Recon might.
It might. I've heard that some like higher stuff. I think it was like a couple of CEOs or something like that. Were sent to jail. So I'm hoping that things turn for the better. I'm hoping. If not, then oh well. But what I'm looking forward myself right now is Splinter Cell. The game was announced for a remake, and there have been zero announcements or anything related to the game since I think it was a trailer at the beginning of the year. There has been zero information being out, and that kind of disappoints me a little bit because I was looking forward to the game to be released, or at least to have more content to like, or information at least. I'll take information honestly, for the game. Because Splinter Cell has been one of the games that I've been playing alongside Ghost Recon for quite some time. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward for me to be ranting about the game, because I guarantee you that there's going to be some aspects of the game that I'm going to be ranting about. For a fact. Oh, I got hit. Because it's one of those games that is stressful, but it's just stressful in a way that makes you think, which I think is kind of neat. That's just me. And if you haven't tell, like I want to say I'm a Ubisoft fanboy in some degree. Because I feel like I'm praising the games more than I should be praising it. But that's mostly because I grew up playing those games, so it's kind of like, you know, it exists. So yeah, just a fanboy technically. But looking forward to whatever they release. Hopefully it's not an online experience, because that's probably going to be a deal breaker. And if they do, are probably going to be just on a standby to see what happens. So yeah, looking forward to those games. Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 was released recently. Have you tried it? Dang. Because I keep hearing like
I'm
good things.
stuck on Xbox.
Oh, you're on Xbox. Gotcha.
Gotta wait for a PC port.
If that's the case, how was Gears 5? I used to play Gears of War like back when the game was still in its infant stages. Gears of War 1 was good. 2, I like the serve through. 3 was the one that like shattered my heart, but it was a really good story. It felt like a really nice wrap up for the I believe it was Delta Crew. And honestly,
I never tried that. I didn't hear the new ones were very good.
To be fair, 5 was, I want to say below average. Because from what I've heard is that they went the open, I wouldn't say open world, but maybe sandbox approach. And it was kind of like, it's cool, like you want to try something new, but I didn't. And by all means, I'm not trying to be like rude about it, but what was the point of making Kate the protagonist and killing off either? I guess this is technically a spoiler. This is technically a spoiler. Now that I think about it, I guess killing off one of the characters, just keeping it like that. If you haven't heard of it, or if you don't want spoilers, like that's fine. I'm just going to keep it vague. But mainly, I didn't see the point of making Kate the protagonist, and the ending didn't really make sense to me. Like, I understand if they want more like protagonists, but like it wouldn't make sense to establish a new canon plot or a new plot, and then for the following game change that character and have that character being a side protagonist, if that's a thing. Because Kate is starting on Gears 4 as a side character, and in 5 she became a protagonist. Trust me, like if you want to ask me about like games, I probably have heard of it, I probably have played it. If not, probably have spoiled myself. I gotta say that, because I myself still watch it Let's Play. Like I'm like 20, I'm my late 20s honestly, and I still watch Let's Plays. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I still enjoy certain things about it. What would be the best game, in my opinion?
I think I really only played the first one, since I couldn't get into it back then. I didn't buy the rest because of that.
That's fine. That's totally fine, dude. I get that feeling. When Call of Duty became like a popular game, I couldn't get myself into it. I comprehend like the fun with it. I just couldn't. And the later iterations just became more trashy at best. No, actually, correcting me on that. I'm probably gonna be corrected, but for some people it was fun. It was enjoyable. I couldn't get myself into it. That's just me. I know there are people that will defend the franchise like a knight. And they're like, no, this game is like probably the best thing out there. And it's like, okay, fine, that's your decision, you know. My decision, my opinion is like it wasn't that great of a game or a franchise, but
I never got into the craze cause I never had Xbox Gold, but I got Black Ops from one of my uncles.
I actually never got the chance to play online when I was younger. Mostly because I didn't really sort of like the point of it. But at the same time, I was like, I want to play online. I want to play with other people, because it can be fun depending on what game you play. If it's like a co-op game, then things might be fun. If it's a game that, if it's like a PvP, if you're into PvP, then that might work for you, you know. And if it's like a battle royale, then I don't know. I couldn't get myself in. Dang, I'm not doing too hard. But it feels like a battle royale. Like I couldn't get myself into it when the game was released, or the genre was being like out, starting to get like better. Especially Fortnite. Fortnite wasn't something that was too crazy about. I see the point that they was fun for some people, and when it can be competitive, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty sweet," you know, that's cool. And I was like, maybe I should give it a shot. I give it a shot, and I regret it right away. It's like when you make like a purchase or something that you think you want, and at the moment you buy, it's like, I don't want it anymore. What did I buy this? That's how I felt at the time. And then recently, my friends, or at least some coworkers, got me into it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And it's mostly because of the no build aspect of it, because Fortnite doesn't really hook me up in certain areas. I mean, it can be fun, but just doesn't really hook me up. I'm not, I'm not doing too hard today, I guess. I was hoping to play something a little bit different from, I guess, gun game, because I really enjoy Storm. I don't know what makes me say like Storm is super fun, but Storm is fun for me. The Storm is a game mode that essentially is kind of like capture bases or capture points. Like once you capture sorry about that. Once you capture a point, you move you move to the second point, and if you're defending or attacking, things are different, and you have different areas to either like hop in or snipe from, and all that kind of jazz. So it's fun. At least it's fun for me. And regular PvP is also fun. I might be a little sick. I do apologize for that. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, the Storm is probably one of my favorite modes. That's what I'm trying to like. I was trying to reach the professional ranks or the professional channels because they have more players normally, and things are more fun, I guess. I do apologize for coughing. I've been feeling under the weather for a couple of days. If anything, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream on time today. Just to take some medicine. Probably go to bed early. Because normally when I get sick, it's just it gets wild. Like I cough like I'm close to death.
It's fine. I can still recognize what you're saying.
I appreciate that. I just don't want to be like coughing in people's ears all the time, you know? I feel like that's a little bit disrespectful. For me to be like, oh yeah, yada 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 yada, cough cough, yada 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 yada, cough cough, like every 4 or 5 sentences or words. And I feel like it might be a little bit of an inconvenience at best.
My audio is only high when I'm listening to music.
Dude, I know the feeling of that. I know the feeling. One of my personal hobbies is listening to music. I love listening to music. And exploring new genres is just magnificent, dude. I personally like to listen to like Japanese pop or Japanese rock music. That's more of a preference, even though I honestly don't understand the lyrics. But one recent song that I really like, and it's something that I haven't heard in terms of instrumentals, is from a song that was released recently. It was used for an ending of an anime called Doctor Stone. And not only like the visuals for the ending looks great. The song is also really great because he has this what's it called? It's not Irish. It's Scottish maybe. It's some sort of like European instruments, and that song just sounds amazing. I don't know why it sounds so perfect, but it sounds amazing. Sorry if I'm like if I'm like fangirling or whatever you want to call it. Because I really get into music. That's my thing. But I really like finding new genres. That's just me though. Behind me. Oh, didn't spot that one. What? Oh, makes sense.
Personally, I like J-Fusion.
J-Fusion? I don't think I have heard that one yet. Wait, that's a genre, right? Or is that a band? I'm probably being ignorant right now, but I'm legitimately curious. Because I think that's a
Japanese fusion.
Oh, okay. That's a genre. I'll probably check it out. Like I was willing to find new things on music or find new genres.
Jazz.
Dude, jazz is amazing. I don't know why there is so little jazz music nowadays that just kinda, I don't know, just kinda amuses me that there isn't that much. I can't remember the name of the artist, but there's a song called Number 5. I think that's what it was called. And the how the beat goes, it was just pleasant. Like I wish I can play music on stream, but I can't because I'll be getting copyrighted, and I don't want that. Especially since I'm trying to build a channel, I'm trying to build a community and things like that. But I really wish I could do things like that. You know what? I'll go for one more game, then call it a night.
I think I know which song you're talking about.
Let me look it up. No, it wasn't voice memo number 5. What was the name of it? It was kind of like just like 5, I think.
Round start.
No, I don't think it's just. I don't think it's number 5 or something like that. It was kind of like. I don't know if I'm making the like the right tone for it, but it was kind of like that. If I found that, probably gonna put a comment on it. If not, probably just wait for the next stream, I guess. Because I do always find like new genres of music that I think are kind of neat. I'm going to hate myself for this, but I feel like I need to search the song. I'm probably going to do it once this match is over, because I have the song stuck in my head.
I do listen to a lot of music. I used to use YouTube's custom mixes. They used to give me so many good songs that it doesn't do anymore.
I use a Spotify. Sometimes I just feel like actually some of my recent artists that I have found, it has come across on Instagram. I just go to like Instagram Reels and just scroll for a bit, and sometimes new artist pops into my feed. I think that one of the recent artists that I found was a rock band called Hanabi. I think that was the name, and I kind of like their vibe. How they you were behind me as they were like literally away from me. And their music is kind of like good, in my opinion. It's called Take 5 by Juju. That's what I was thinking about. So I was partially right. That song was really good though. I haven't heard more of her music. Oh, this one. But I'm probably gonna be exploring more of her music at some point. Cause her voice sounds really good. Oh, that's kind of surprising. Holy cow. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I got him that first shot. I'm pretty sure I got him on the first shot. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got a shot. It felt like it didn't register the shot. Whatever. Whatever. Gotta say, this sniper rifle is not great. One more kill. Ooh, that was kind of convenient. Behind me. Yeah. Technically was partially right. Partially.
You might do a little better with the in-game aim assist since you're on console.
I might. I don't know if I have that turned on or off. But I'll probably check on that. Because I'm not against aim assist. I just part of the half the time I just let it be. No, actually, the majority of the time I just let it be. Because I know my accuracy is pretty trashy. From personal experience. But I'll probably check on, I'm most likely check on that. Let's see about that. That's cool. I'm glitching with that.
It's not bad to use it, you're at a little more of an advantage compared to PC players with it.
Yeah. You're right. You're right about that. That is perfect timing. That was perfect timing, I'm not gonna lie.
That shotgun sounds so punchy.
Yeah.
I like that gun.
I'm actually glad that I don't really play much with shotguns myself. So yeah. But then again, I don't know how most of the shotgun sounds. Maybe it's like a game design thing. Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong about that. But yeah, the game is fun. My only problem is that the game takes time. I do try to get into the professional servers. The professional channels, that's what I'm thinking about. Mostly because it has more players and it can be more fun in my opinion. Oh, I wasn't the only one who playing on console. YouTube_drifting.
Why has this game been up for so long?
Like, why is the game still like available to play? I honestly don't know. I guess the game still has like a player base, because I believe I follow their YouTube channel. And I've seen that. I believe I've seen that they have a like a small tournaments and whatnot for the game. Trying to make it like a kind of like an esports, and I think they've been trying to do that for years. I could be wrong about that aspect, but that's the impression that I've been getting. So the game has been up for like years. The only thing that I don't know if it is still keeping it like maintenance and whatnot, because some games that has been out for like years, it still gets like updates and whatnot, but the player base isn't like that big. Kind of like Among Us, for example, like the game wasn't really that well known.
That menu is identical to Titan Falls menu.
Titan's Falls menu? I haven't played Titan's Fall. But you're probably right. I'm coming from inexperience in this, so if
Same font.
They probably changed that, because back when I started playing on PC, if my memory doesn't fail me, all you had was this. Like, you log in, and this is what you were being receiving on. Like, all this wasn't even a thing. Like, they didn't even have a battle pass. Like, back when I started playing. Because it wasn't something that people were using at the time. The item shop was there. Was it? No. The item shop is new. No. I'm mixing those two up. The item shop was part of it, but it wasn't like this.
At least it isn't clunky. That's something I can respect with this game.
Yeah, that's true though. I mean, if you want to give the game a shot, the game is free to play. So you don't have to spend money on it if you don't want to do that. They also have a progression system for unlocking like basic weapons. And each level is like more advanced, I guess, from what it's given the impression. I wouldn't say it's like the best system, but this is still something. You have knockdown globes. The melee hit increases knockdown, and each piece of clothing gives you like different perks. Same thing with the attachments. I don't know if you've seen it, but I can probably show it real quick before wrapping up the stream. But the attachment system it's not even on the inventory section. Like, you gotta hop in game or even on the safe house, and you can modify how you want, what kind of attachment you want on the gun, which I think it was kind of cool at the time. So you don't have to like, oh shit, I don't have the attachments that I want. Let me step out of the game and modify that out. You can just do it in game and be done with it. And you can modify it depending on the type of game, the type of map that you're at, or the type of play style that you have. This is probably something also one of my personal recommendations if you ever decide to hop onto the game. For the progress, don't go for like outfits, or well, if you want to go outfits, that's fine. But if you have to choose between guns or attachments, I'll probably say go for attachments, because the attachments, once you're done with it, you can use any attachment in any weapon that you're unlocking as you progress. So if you get like, let's say, a new shotgun or a new assault rifle, and you're like, I don't like how basic this is, let me change this out. Then you can change it out. You get a bayonet, a suppressor, a silencer, or a rifleman silencer, and so on and so forth. And each attachment have their own perks and cons, which I think is kind of great. So there's that aspect. Personally, on the muzzles are mostly.
I see this game come up a lot of gun game comparisons. This game looks like it has a load of guns.
Yeah, they have guns, and I like that aspect. That if you look at over here, they have like different like damage and all that kind of stuff, which I think is pretty awesome, on my opinion. The only thing is that that I don't like is that if you want to get like certain weapons, you possibly have to spend money on it, and it can either be money from in-game or their currency, which I don't really appreciate, but they gotta sustain themselves, which I do respect. But in certain degree, I feel like they have about maybe 3 or 4 financial monetization system. This is taking way too long. And each monetization system works differently. And probably the only thing that I dislike about PvP is that you get coins. Once you run out of coins, they're going to be like, hey, you can get revived again if you spend money to get more coins. And I believe it's more of like K system, or like K monetization system, rather than like their basic monetization system. This is taking way too long. But yeah, the game is fun. I do have to say 2 cons that, at least at the time, I don't know about now, when I was playing the game, that I was having issues was hackers, because the game had a lot of hackers in it, or I guess you can probably call it cheaters in some certain degrees, and it was heavily pay to play or pay to win, which honestly I wasn't a fan of, because if you were having like really good weapons, it was kind of like you probably pay for that. And for basic weapons, it's just a whole different thing. And this is probably the only thing that I'm not a fan of. The modification system that they have, which gives like small perks. I don't see the point of it, honestly. I think basic, like the basic specs for the weapon is just functional enough. But that's just me. And yeah. And the same thing apply with, I'll say, like outfits and whatnot. It's not bad if you can pass over the idea of either pay to win type of situation, or maybe I want to say hackers technically, but technically do we still call them hackers? No, there's a term for that. I forgot the name of it. Cheaters? I forgot the terminology for it. I forgot the terminology, but there's a term for that. For the people that like to essentially cheat on the game. I forgot the terminology. Fudge. Whatever. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, I don't.
Cheaters or hackers, that's usually what most people call them.
Okay, cool. I saw the terminology have changed, so I was like, I know there's a different word for it. So my brain was trying to remember those words. But I appreciate that. Oh, this is what I was talking about. So if you're looking at like the weapons like inventory shop, you get things like this
You could call them script kiddies if you're knowledgeable in computers.
That's a fancy terminology. I kind of like that. Script kiddies. That's kind of funny. Welcome to the stream, my guy. Just letting you know, I'm almost wrapping up the stream. I'm just rumbling about the game that I'm playing. But you're welcome to hear my rumbling. If not, then hey, have a nice day or night. Welcome to the stream. Dang, I'm getting more people now. I don't know if I should stay or just call it a night. Let's see how long I deal with my rumbling. If I stay for like maybe like another 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, then I don't mind hopping on another game. But just one more game will be it. If I do hop on another game, if not, then that's about it. So this is a different financial system that you also get, which is on PvE. You earn as you play PvE, and you get like better scores.
I think the small viewership helps. You get to socialize with a small group of people without worrying about chat spam.
Honestly, yeah, that's really beneficial. In all honesty, because as you point out, it avoids. Oh yeah, and also it probably avoid cluster like a crazy amount of people typing out, trying to have a conversation about it. Because like I'm pretty simple-minded that I can probably have a conversation with somebody, and somebody else can come in and have start a whole different conversation. I'll be like, I don't know about that, but let me go back to that, and I completely forget about it. And once I come back to that person, I'll be like, so what we're talking about, can you repeat that to me? And they're like, well, now I'm mad, let me hop out because you're not talking to me, or something like that. And it's not me trying to be rude about it. And if I do sound rude, then I probably try my best not to do it. But it's probably not on purpose. It's probably either the way that I talk, or maybe things that doesn't really feel appreciated for some people. That's totally fine. Everybody has an opinion. I like to believe that, and it's fine if you don't like what I'm saying, or some things like that. Anyways, I think that's a good point for my rumble to stop. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the financial, the monetary systems on it. But yeah, as you can probably tell, this game has at least 3 monetary systems, which is like their primary, like you give me money type of thing, or you pay me money so you can have like X weapon permanently. Their financial, which is like their money, and there's the PvE financial or monetization. And probably the the main thing that I'm not a fan of is that if you decide to buy a weapon, you can either buy permanently, and in some occasions you can just buy it for a day, like this one. So you can either buy it for a day or for a week if you have the financials. And once that day or a week passes, the game will notify you saying that you either scrap it or you spend more money to get more time with that gun, which I think is kind of like a bad situation. Doesn't really see the point of me spending money on it. That's just me. Same thing with pistols or melee weapons, grenades, and like
that is a
things.
really bad monetization system.
Yeah, and the game has been like that for years, since I remember, honestly. And yeah, I like the game. I like how they handle certain things.
It's so bad that I've never even heard of it in the industry before.
Yeah, and some of those perks has been like that for quite some time. I can't remember if I started playing this back in 2015 or 2016, but that's when I started playing the game, and it was like that for who knows how long. And I guess it's still going. And personally, I'm not a fan of it. Oh, these ones are in like what's it called? These ones aren't per day; those are per units. So I believe how it goes is they only give you like maybe 10 grenades, and that's about it. Which, once again, is not really convenient for, I guess, the buyer in certain ways. Sorry about that. It's part of an open cup set. Rare Rifleman Open Cup Helmet decreases flashbang effect by 40%, increases head protection by 40%. This is probably the only thing that I like about the at least the outfits. Each outfit gives you like different like perk system. Warlord Rifleman helmet increases head protection by 60%, regenerates 8 health points over time after 5 seconds without getting hit if the character is not affected by a stronger effect or similar nature. And that's like 12,000. Actually, I'm probably to buy this after my rumbling. But this is pretty much what, like, the only thing I personally dislike about it. The game is fun, it has fun perks, just certain things just doesn't make sense to me. And there's the outfits for customization, which are permanent. And the funniest thing about it, back when I started playing this, they didn't have like female camo skins or like female skins. It was just some male skins, which I find it kind of interesting now that they have more than one. Because I think before I started playing it, before I stopped playing the game, they added, I believe it was one skin. So I guess props for the female skins. I don't really know how to place that out. Best. I actually like this one. Preferences. Open skins, charms.
You're not forced into engaging with the monetization like a lot of other games do. I'd probably be down to try it.
Oh yeah, also, maybe one of the things that might be a turn off. This is just my opinion. The weapons have a I want to call it endurance, or like a, I want to call it endurance percentage. So the more you use a certain weapon, the more it's going to degrade, and at some point you gotta repair the gun. So if you see like the 100%, once that 100% starts going that low, you gotta repair the gun. The good thing about it is that you can spend like money that you earn through like through games, which is this one, the Warface dollars, to repair it. Same thing applies with the armor. So it has some pros, it has some perks. It has some pros, it has some cons. The game is fun. The game can be enjoyable. The only problem that I personally have as of right now is how terrible the servers are. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go for one more match if I can find one. Might as well just join the previous game. Because I don't know if I can find another game. That's 3. Whatever. Whatever, I think it should be fine.
I see what this can do. It makes the player have a couple backup guns instead of maining one gun.
Yeah. So I'll say, like, you're gonna have some perks, you have some cons about it. It's not that bad, it's not that good. It mostly depends how you see it. My main pick is what's it called? My main pick is the servers. I cannot find easily a game. Like, I think I spent maybe like 10-20 minutes trying to find a game. And that's because I went for the standard instead of a quick game.
Round start.
So, yeah. Let this be my last game. And since there's only, 2 players left, I think this might be probably...
I think it sort of just needs a resurgence.
It needs an update. I don't know if it is a graphical update. Because some games that has been out for years are simply play on. I don't think I can find anybody. Oh, found one. But I feel, I think it might, I don't know what it might need. You might be right. But I'll probably say one of the things that needs to be is stepping down on...
This map looks like its shading came out of Fallout New Vegas. There's barely any shading. Not that it's a bad map though.
It's not. I like the map. If there was like a PvP situation, I have really interesting spots for sniping. This can be one. Because I don't have a scope, but you have like a small gap to snipe around there. And people tend to either hop about that place and whatnot. Like, I think I have some level of sniping points that I like to use in this game. But since I'm not essentially doing a PvP, like a proper PvP, it's a little bit of a bug draw. I guess that's it. Probably once, if I manage to get into the pro servers, channels, I'd definitely be streaming on that, probably a little bit more often. Just to have more fun with it, because the professional channels, at least on my experience back then, were more fun, were more enjoyable, and yeah. And it has a better, like, what's it called? It has more people, because once you get into the professional channels, things get more fun. The early ones are like a little bit tough to find games and whatnot. At least on my experience from back then. But let's see, because I'm also waiting on Warframe to be for Warframe to release cross save, and I'm really looking forward to that myself, because I really want to stream Warframe, because I don't want to get kicked out of my what's it called, my clan, because like I hop in there for like once a week, and I don't really spend that much time, because like I'm normally doing something, and if I'm going to be playing Warframe, I at least want to play on stream, that way I can distract myself, get things done, and just have fun with people if people want to join me. So yeah, there's those 3 things that at least I hope that one day I can do. I know that Warframe is supposed to be releasing its new update before the end of the year, or at least cross safe. So I'm really waiting on that. I'm keeping a close eye on that. So once it's out, I'll be streaming that out. I'll probably be using like Thursdays like today for the game, for Warframe. That way it'll be easy for me to keep doing what I'm doing with the other games that I'm playing, and have like a day where I can stream and have fun with others. It can be like, let's say, other people that streams, or it can be like viewers like yourself, and so on and so forth. I'll probably be pushing the Warframe streams for maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2, just so I can bring more people in, or can have longer streams on that. But everything else, like other games that I normally play, will be the same amount of time, which is an hour. And yeah. And if as today, I spent like an hour and a half longer than normal. But that's more of a personal decision. So yeah. And yeah, I think this is a good stopping point to wrap it up. Because as I say, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I got other things to do, and I'm also feeling sick. And yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for subscribing if anybody did. If not, that's totally fine. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers. It's a personal goal of mine before the end of the year. And if that doesn't work,
thank you for the stream.
No, thank you for hanging out. If that doesn't work, then thank you for hanging out either way. I stream 4 days a week. I stream Tuesdays to Fridays. I stream Uncharted 3 on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard. Wednesdays and technically Thursdays, I stream Ghost Recon Wildlands. On Thursdays, I started to stream Variety, just for fun, just to distract myself from the other games that I'm currently playing. That's also 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. On Friday nights, I stream from 11 p.m. to midnight playing Resident Evil 7, also Pacific Standard. On days that I don't stream, I'm uploading Uncharted 1 on Saturday, 7 p.m. On Sunday, I'm uploading Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Monday, I'm releasing Resident Evil 7 Let's Plays. That's mostly why I keep quiet on the cutscenes. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. If not, a wonderful day.
I was wondering why those streams were so long. For
Resident Evil, or like the other games, it's normally like an hour long, mostly because I feel like I can get more content out of it. And if one day I stop like streaming per se, because depending where I'm standing, I'll probably be needing to pick up an extra job, because I gotta support myself in some sort of way, and that the amount of times that I stream is probably going to be less. So if that's the case, I want to have something that I can at least be able to upload during the meantime. And if I can monetize my channel, if that ever happens, then I can be a little bit more laid back on, let's say, the extra job, because I'm earning like an extra revenue from content creation. But that's a big if. If that's not the case, then I don't know what will happen at that point. I'll probably figure something out. But yeah. But hopefully you guys had a great day, a great or wonderful day. If not, then tomorrow's another day. Hopefully things get better by tomorrow. And if not, there's a weekend. There's always a weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You'll get there. You already got to 400. That's something I can't say for myself.
You'll get it, dude. I think it's mostly the idea is mostly the grind. That's probably one of the main things. Because at some point, I just start thinking that I haven't reached what I've been wanting to do, like reach. But you know, it's just motivating yourself to do it, and you can probably do it too. And I'm hoping that you can do it. And if that doesn't happen, hey, at least you learn something out of it, and maybe you can get a job out of it. Who knows? I know I have seen what's it called, people that start making content and they got really good at it, but they don't get the viewership, and sometimes they just get found by another content creator and they're like, you want a job? I like your content. I like how you do things. You want to work for me? They take it from there. I'm not saying that it might happen to everybody, but there's that chance, you know. Best thing I can say is hone your skills, to find something that makes your content astounding. Because my content isn't even that good per se. That's just me. Because comparing to people that actually put a lot of effort, like I'll probably be putting like maybe like 10% or even less. But that's just my opinion.
I follow a dude who's in the exact situation. He makes good content, but I don't see many people check him out.
There's that. So yeah, maybe one day all of us can get something out of it. If not, then there's always the possibility of collabing. You can always find content creators that make the same type of content as you and take it from there. Probably Reddit might be a good place. Because if you make like gaming content, you can probably collab with somebody. But normally, from what I've seen, at least from what I've been watching on like TikTok from content creators, is finding somebody that either matches around the same amount of subscribers that you have, or around there, or somewhere near it, and at least they get views. And they're not like a sub to sub type of creators, because people will subscribe to your channel, ask back to subscribe to your channel, and they don't even watch your content. So it's kind of pointless to do that if you don't get the views to match. I wouldn't say to match your content, but to at least get something out of it, so the person can get something beneficial from your channel, and vice versa. If that makes sense. I'm probably just talking gibberish, or probably not making sense on that. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. Because when you're collabing with somebody, you kind of want to have something that they beneficiate them, but at the same time something that you get beneficiated. It's kind of like a helping hand from both of you, if that makes sense. That's just my opinion from the knowledge that I've gotten. But if people think I'm wrong, then that's fine. Everybody have their own approach to the situations and their own ideologies, and that's totally fine. Nobody's going to think the same way as I do or you do. So yeah, that's about it. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Resident Evil 7. Mostly because I really need to wrap it up right now. So once again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah. Well, anyways, have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.